So we've now got our fifth Disney live action remake of 2019. It's our fifth one this year, and we're only getting one Disney animated movie. I cannot be the only one who wishes it was the other way around. Am I? So when it came to the live action remake of Lady and the Tramp, it was probably my least anticipated Disney live action remake of the year. And it's not because I'm not a fan of the original, because I am. Like, I've got the Blu-ray here, but of course. But I just wasn't I didn't really care. I thought, like, why are we getting a live action remake of this? And then I found out it's not CGI. It's actually real dogs with CGI mouths. I'm like, oh, I hate when they do it. Like, remember all the Air Bud movies? I remember they were good, but looking back on them, they were not good. They were kind of annoying. I've seen one recently, well, recently about a year or two ago. I think my brother was watching it or something like that. But I just thought, this is ridiculous. Why this isn't good? And then when I heard that they're doing it for this movie, it kind of lost me a bit more on this as well. I just don't really think. I think, like, there's a lot to do with the Disney anime movie. There's a lot you could do in an anime movie that you can't do in live action. That was my problem with The Lion King. And there's some sort of problems with this within this movie, like the whole rat scene when they've got the rat, and the rat looks terrifying. The rat looks really menacing within the anime movie, but in this movie he really isn't. He doesn't really do much. Like, he's, of course he is the big antagonist at the end, but it just looks like a generic rat where you could see the fear and you could see the villainous inside the rat in the anime movie, but because it's a live action you can't really transfer that over, so it just didn't really land as well. When it came to the main voice cast, we got Justin Theroux, I think his surname is, who plays Tramp. I thought he was very good, especially because I didn't know who he was, so I wasn't able to put a voice or a face to the voice, so it kind of worked out a lot better. I just thought his voice went really well with Tramp. But then when it came to Tessa Thompson as Lady, I didn't really like her, especially because whenever I heard her speak, all I could really picture was just Tessa Thompson in the recording booth saying her lines rather than someone who's actually like the character. Like, when I hear Tom Hanks playing Woody, I don't actually hear Tom Hanks. I see Woody, which just shows how good they are at, like, their voice acting, which I just didn't think Tessa Thompson did anything really well. I just felt like she was just reading the lines. I felt like it was in front of her and she was just reading those lines. That's all I was actually getting off her. But I like Tessa Thompson. I was excited to hear her voice in this. Just actually seeing it, I didn't really like. But the most classic scene in this movie, which is the meatball scene, it's very good. There's a very funny moment within it that was not in the anime movie, and it plays very well in this. I just thought it's not better in the anime movie, but it's a lot more humor within this. Like, it does play up the ridiculous aspect of, like, why is someone doing this that never was there in the animated version. And when it comes to the songs, I thought that He's a Tramp isn't as good as the original, but it played a very good part. I actually enjoyed it a lot more when it played up, and the way it was performed, I was a bit surprised and taken back by how it was done, but I still enjoyed it. Now, the Siamese cat song was a major disappointment in this movie. I felt like it was the same on the lines as Be Prepared within The Lion King. I didn't like that. I did not like that version of Be Prepared. I did not like this version of the Siamese cat song. I was very much disappointed by that. But overall, the music in this movie, it was good. I think it's called Bella North, something like that. Whenever they're singing throughout the meatball scene, I thought that was really good. It sounded different than the anime version, which you kind of expect it to be. It was different enough that I actually really enjoyed it. And because this movie is actually, I think it's about 25-30 minutes longer than the animated movie, the question has to be asked: what is added, why is it added, and is it worth adding? The stuff they add in really helps develop the relationship being built between Lady and Tramp, so it feels more like, actually feels like it's a solid relationship, and it makes a lot more sense than them just kind of falling in love randomly. So I liked all the additions. Like, when I came to Dumbo, the whole sequence at the end I wasn't a massive fan of, but all the additions that they added to Lady and Tramp I enjoyed, and I thought it really helped make the plot and the story move along a lot quicker, and it kind of made it seem a lot more, it made a lot more sense because of what they added onto this movie. When it came to the first act of this movie, I thought it to be very slow and very boring up until the point where Lady and Tramp kind of go on their adventure together. I found it to be very, kind of a bit repetitive, and I did lose my interest a lot, and I was tempted to turn it off at a few points, but I kind of kept going, and I'm kind of glad in a way I kept going just to see the way it ended as well. The second half, it's a lot more enjoyable elements to it because they add a lot more new stuff rather than just copying and pasting it from the anime version. So all the new stuff they added, I enjoyed a lot. I found this movie to be very much a kids movie rather than a whole family fun movie. I don't think I'd ever go back and rewatch this movie. I think if I ever want to watch Lion and Trump, I'm just going to stick to the anime version, which tends to be the pattern with this year's Disney live action remakes. If I want to watch them, I'm just going to watch the anime version, which I'm kind of disappointed by, because when they make a new movie, you tend to kind of want this. I think Aladdin's the only actual Disney live action remake I actually enjoyed this year. So I'm not really that pushed. I don't know what, I think Mulan's the only one we're getting next year. Of course, I'll see it. I'm not really that pushed about it though. Just seeing what we got this year, I've been kind of disappointed overall. But if you're new to my channel, click subscribe so you can come back to the other Disney related things. I've got Frozen 2. I think it's coming next week. I think Frozen 2. Hopefully it's next week. I'm looking forward to that movie. So if it is, click subscribe so you can come back and see my review of that movie. I'm going to do a ranking of all the revival movies. And as always, thanks for watching.